There are a number of steps involved when you're creating a valid power of attorney. Now, I know there are forms online that you have probably Googled, and you may be thinking, I can just DIY this. Or even, I've gone to my doctor's office preparing for surgery and they've handed me a form to fill out. But let me tell you, my law firm fixes those powers of attorney every day for families because they're typically not comprehensive and they're not customized to your particular needs and goals. The steps involved in creating a power of attorney are thinking through who you would trust to be in charge of you and your affairs if you needed help from someone else because of incapacity, an emergency, an extended absence. You need to be sure to have a conversation with the people that you are considering being your power of attorney agent, also sometimes called the attorney in fact. Make sure that they're up for the job and that they understand what it's going to entail. It's a job. It is going to take some responsibility, some care. You want to make sure you choose someone who is trustworthy and who understands the weight of the role that you are entrusting with them. While you can find forms that allow you to draft a power of attorney on your own, it is not advisable. And the reason is that people often overlook important clauses that need to go into the power of attorney to really carry out their wishes, to be effective. A power of attorney is going to go to institutions like banks, to medical providers, and you want to ensure that important decisions that you're entrusting to your power of attorney agent are going to be achievable. And if you don't have the right language and the right format, other institutions who receive this document are not going to honor it, and it's going to leave your family in crisis and chaos, and it's an expensive time-consuming process to go to court to either have a power of attorney enforced or to seek a guardianship in order for your trusted agent to carry out your wishes. To make sure that your power of attorney is legally valid, you want to be sure that you followed the state statute in Washington. There are a few elements that are critical to a power of attorney being enforceable. You need to make sure that the person who is making it is of sound mind and understands the importance and the content that they are putting into this document. It's also very important that it's executed properly. We often use both two witnesses and a notary to make sure that there is no question about the validity of the document. Remember, this document is going to be presented to banks, and they're going to want to be sure that they have a document that is valid, that there's no fraud or duress, because there's a lot of stuff on the line when you're handling a power of attorney. Giving a power of attorney document to third parties often happens when you're anticipating you might be unavailable. Sometimes people do this when they know they're going to be taking an extended trip. They might give the power of attorney to their bank. You also want to give a power of attorney document to people that you regularly do business with. If you are going to be on an extended vacation and you're a business owner and you want to make sure your affairs are handled seamlessly while you are away. If you know that you are experiencing health issues that might leave you incapacitated, you may give your medical power of attorney to your healthcare provider and your surgeon, and so on. We often see this with folks who are maybe developing dementia or age-related degeneration, or if they're going to be headed into surgery soon and there's a little bit of uncertainty about the outcome. Giving the power of attorney to your third-party vendors and institutions is really useful to do before you absolutely need it, because we have encountered situations where the agent named under the power of attorney goes to the bank with the document and the bank still is a little bit hesitant to use it. And when you have an attorney who's helped you create a power of attorney, that means we can step in and help you negotiate and deal with the bank to enforce the document you've created to carry out your wishes. If you want to create a valid power of attorney and make sure that it's enforceable, just give us a call.